What's going on, everyone? So the Lakers took a loss yesterday, and part to Austin Reaves and D'Angelo Russell, right? They were terrible. D'Lo was, awful, right? Awful. And it's very disappointing because I do have a lot of faith. I do have a lot of belief in D'Angelo Russell. I'm going to make a dedicated D'Lo video because there's a lot that I want to unpack and a lot that I want to talk about with D'Lo. So look forward to that video. Probably post that later today. But nonetheless, right? D'Lo and Reaves must be better. Rui, little bit, not so much. I'm not really so concerned about Rui. Right? I'm not going to get on him too much because he has a mountain of a task ahead of him, right? Having to slow down Jokic. I even talked about it leading in that I said that that's how the Lakers would approach this defensively, that I thought that that was the best defensive approach. Everything I did, go watch that breakdown video I made. Everything I said in that breakdown video happened in this game, right? So to me, it's you stick to that plan, right? Maybe alter it, change it a little bit. We'll see what Darvin Ham has. Darvin Ham says that he has some other schemes that he has, but he didn't want to just unpack them all in one game, right? Which makes sense. You got a 7-game series, long series. I don't believe it's panic mode yet. I know a lot of people are ready to write the Lakers off and pack it in and it's over. And look, I said probably lose game 1. To me, game 2 is a must win. If the Lakers win game 2, all will be right again and we'll be there. Now, it's an easier said than done because the Lakers haven't been able to prove that they can beat Denver. I do believe that they can, but they need to get over that hump. Get over that hump once. I think it'll be easier, right? I've used in a Rubik's Cube as an example. You solve it once, every time after that, it gets easier and easier and easier. But the first time, it seems impossible, right? You're just getting frustrated. You're ready to break it. You're throwing it down. You're like, can I just break this with a hammer and put it back together? It's just crazy. But once you solve it, you're good. But nonetheless, our guys need to be better. D'Lo and Reaves. I know a lot of people are ready to write off D'Lo, write off Reaves and whatnot. I'm not there yet. Am I disappointed and frustrated with them? Absolutely. Right? D'Lo's been great all year. There's all this conversation about D'Lo in the playoffs. Right? I've tried to be defensive of D'Lo, all that stuff. And we get here, and what does he do? He lays a dud, lays an egg. Reaves, all I've heard all season, I've talked about Reaves isn't the same Reaves he was last year, and, you got to trust the percentages. He's been bad. He's probably going to be bad in the play or inconsistent. He's been inconsistent. He's probably going to be inconsistent in the playoffs. Well, guess what? Game 1, he was inconsistent, right? He had his issues. He had his problems, which is crazy because Reaves, if anybody should have confidence in this series, it's Austin Reaves because he averaged 20 last time that they met, right? And all I heard from people was wait to the playoffs, wait to the playoffs, wait to the playoffs, wait to the playoffs. Well, we're here. We're in the playoffs, and who's going to show up, right? This series hinges on our role guys. I made an entire video about it. If our role guys show up, we win. If they don't, we lose. But a lot of people really wanted and are mad at Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham wasn't great this game. He's not a great coach, period. But nonetheless. But a big thing that people are jumping on Darvin Ham for, I actually think he did the right thing. I know he did the right thing, right? We'll see if it pays off. But everybody wanted Darvin Ham and we're screaming, why aren't you taking out D'Lo? Why aren't you taking out Reaves? Why aren't you putting in Gabe Vincent? Why aren't you putting in Spencer Dinwiddie? Because it's game 1 and you can't. D'Lo and Reaves' confidence looked completely shot. D'Lo, again, I was hopeful with no Bruce Brown, D'Lo was going to ball, right? And he still might. Again, it's one game. I'm not really willing to write off D'Lo and Reaves yet, right? Let's see how they progress throughout this series, right? I'm not ready to say, oh, grab your pitchforks, get rid of them, they're done, right? Not there yet. But I understand from a fan perspective how frustrating it was to watch D'Lo and Reaves chuck up shots and be terrible. And it's like, dude, Gabe Vincent was great defensively on Jamal Murray. Spencer Dinwiddie's got good size and was playing good defense. And, give me the guys that have been working this game. Darvin Ham made the right choice by sticking with his guys because you need them. Gabe Vincent, Spencer Dinwiddie are not the answer without DLO and Reaves, right? Like if you play Gabe and Spence and DLO and Reaves are still terrible, it doesn't matter. Like Gabe Vincent isn't going to go into the series and average 25 a game, right? Spencer Dinwiddie's not going to go into the series and average 25 a game. But DLO and Reaves are two guys that can go in and average 20 plus or, 15 each and be those guys that we need. And even if, let's say, Gabe Vincent and Spencer Dinwiddie both did go in, let's say they did both drop, let's say they do average 15 this series. Unless DLO and Reaves show up, it doesn't matter. We need them. They are that important to this team. We go as far as those guys take us. Because LeBron and Anthony Davis are going to wash out Jokic and Jamal Murray. I talked about this heavily. That's what happened. Right? Darvin Ham understood that this is game one. And if I take out DLO and Reaves for being terrible, guess what's going to happen? Their stock is going to go like this. And they're already down and feeling frustrated and in their mental and, having these struggles. Last thing I need to do, game one, is completely tear down their confidence, right? But it's a fine line, right? Where and when do you make that switch? I think you get through game two, and then I think you give the half of game three. And if game two, they're terrible, you give them an opportunity at home. And you see, okay, at home, crowd's on your side. Can you kind of get this changed? Problem is like there's the concern of like series is over. Well, guess what? If DLO and Reaves don't show up, series is over regardless, right? If they go down 0-2, there's probably a good chance the series is over regardless, especially if DLO and Reaves are bad. But your hope is that game three, they get it together. They win game three. They win game four. You got some momentum. Maybe they're hot. Maybe their confidence is up. And now you can get into game five and maybe steal a game. Or let's say you lose that and you win game six. And now you got a game seven with the DLO and Reaves that are confident. Darvin Ham made the right choice. Darvin Ham made the right decision. It is frustrating as a fan. I get it. And you're screaming and you're like, why? You're watching these two guys basically lay an egg and you're like, get them off the basketball court. Darvin Ham made the right choice. I want to make that clear. I want people to understand. Darvin Ham made the right choice. I think Darvin Ham, Lakers could win the championship this year, and you fire Darvin Ham. Darvin Ham has been terrible this year as a coach. That was one of the few decisions he's made that I was like, good job. In the live stream yesterday and the watch-along stream, if you were there, I just kept saying, Darvin Ham's making the right choice. You cannot take these guys out. D'Lo is already in his mental. D'Lo is already looking like the playoff demons are coming. If you bench him and he just never break, your only hope is for him to break out of it. And you instill confidence in him. If I'm Darvin Ham, if I'm LeBron James, I am pulling those two aside and I am saying, do you see this? Shh. Forget it. Forget about it. Game one never happened. What are you talking about? This is 0-0. This is a best of 6 series, right? We got to win 4 of these 6. Let's go. You do whatever you have to build their confidence. You keep their confidence high. You say, I'm sticking with you. Darvin Ham in the press conference said, I'm sticking with him. Sticking with my guys. I trust D'Lo, right? That's the right move. Because we do not win this series without D'Lo and Austin Reaves. There are 2 best players not named LeBron James and Anthony Davis. We need them to show up. But if you kill their confidence game one, this is a 7-game series. This isn't a best of 3 where it's like, you lose the next one, that's it. No, this is a best of 7. You have 6 more games that you need to get through. You have to keep them as confident and feeling like the team believes in them as much as possible. These are role guys. These aren't superstars that like, man, they're mentally tough. They'll get through it, right? Like, this is what they do. No, these are role players that you don't want to kill their confidence. D'Lo has been riding a confident cloud that is just as big as it gets this year. I mean, he's been historically great this year. You remind him of that, right? You keep instilling that in him. Keep labeling that confidence, right? Darvin Ham made the right choice. It is frustrating. I am frustrated sitting there watching it. But again, you let cooler heads prevail. You take a step back and you go, okay, I get it. It's a 7-game series. We need to let these guys figure it out. You need these guys to get in a rhythm, get in a flow, right? Reaves hit 2 threes towards the end. D'Lo hit that one at the end. I know he's 1 of 9, but you're hoping that, okay, maybe that was they saw the ball go in the hoop, right? Maybe they can kind of carry that over into the next game, and then we can ride that next game. But anyway, as always, this is a discussion. Pass question on you. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. What do you think? How do you feel? I know it's frustrating. I get it. But agree with me, disagree with me, agree with Darvin Ham, disagree with Darvin Ham. Again, however you feel, whatever your thoughts are, I'd love to hear it. So let me know down in the comments below. That being said, if you haven't liked this video, hit that like button. Helps me a lot. So I enjoy these types of videos, and I truly appreciate it. Not subscribe channel, hit that subscribe button. Turn on the bell notifications. Appreciate y'all. See you in the next one. Thank you.